what we have here is possibly the greatest windmill ever created, in my humble opinion.
Tell us why.
In this design, it has a very unusual shape in that it has a ring on the outside and nothing on the inside. And people think, what are you, nuts? Why wouldn't you have your wings going all the way to the center? That's because it doesn't work. This thing works because of aerodynamic knowledge. All of the power of a windmill comes from the outside portion of the ring, where the center of the ring has less leverage and it doesn't actually pull its weight, okay? But what it does is it slows down the entire flow around the windmill, which defeats the purpose. So in this case, I've designed it open in the center and then lots of wings on the outside with a ring here. And what this thing actually is an open air compressor, which is not a windmill. It's a compressor. That makes it a completely different kind of machine. It makes it so much better. So in effect, it's a machine gun. It never stops. And that's why it's working at 1 mile per hour right now.
Right. There's hardly any wind blowing and it's going.
Well, most windmills start at 11 miles per hour. This one, 1 mile per hour. That is unusual.
Is the bearings anything special?
Well, yeah, these use magnetic bearings.
Magnetic? How does that work?
Well, I'm an inventor. And I figured out a way to make ball bearings where the ball bearing is actually hollow. Usually they try to keep the ball bearing completely solid to make it the strongest bearing you can get. Well, I find it's just a better idea not to let the bearing touch anything, so you don't have to worry about it being strong. Instead, we leave a tiny bubble in the middle of each ball. And then I invented a way of magnetizing these things where we can get one pole on the outside and the other pole on the inside. So we've got like South Pole around the entire ball.
Oh.
Then we put it inside of a race, which is also South Pole.
Oh.
So when you try to put these things together, it's actually hard to get the bearing to go together. We actually have to screw them together. But there is tremendous amount of magnetic pressure repelling throughout that entire bearing. So what that does is it says, hey, you're never going to touch any metal to any metal. And there's going to be no friction whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
It'll run perfectly without touching ever. So that means this is running on bearings that will pretty much never wear out.
Never wear out. How long has this unit been here?
1986.
1986? Oh my God.
Not bad.
And that'll power this whole house?
It does.
Wow. That is incredible, Brad. And look at that thing go, man. That thing just goes with hardly any wind up here.
Well, look at my hair. It's not moving.
It's not moving. Wow, the islands this will be perfect for the islands.
Look
There's
at the flag
always.
over there. See that flag over there?
Right.
It's just barely moving.
Oh my gosh.
And that flag has a view of the ocean. So
Yeah.
Hey, now it picks up, right? Well, when that picks up, this thing starts to move even better. So when it's running slow like this, it's running with direct current. So we are directly powering batteries. But when it turns a little faster, when it gets over about 3 or 4 miles an hour, it starts to spin fast enough that we can make alternating current.
Really?
And that alternating current is just a different part of this generator. So when it turns faster, listen for this. Yeah, There's only a slight, there it goes. There, it sort of sounds like a little bit of electric variation.
Yeah.
Okay? That's because it's making
AC
alternating
current.
as well as it's still making direct current
At the same time?
Same time.
Oh my gosh.